What is going on, guys? Pumpson87 here, and today I'm here with the ASR highlights video from round 15, 16. I need to actually look at what round this is before making this video, but we're here for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Sorry for the delay in bringing this out. I have been busy with one thing or another, including my graduation from uni, stuff like that. I've been quite busy over the past week or so. But finally, I have a free day today, and I'm going to finish editing it and upload it. And this is a very interesting round indeed, so watch through to the very end, because it's a very weird and very crazy Grand Prix. As you can see, it's a two-stop strategy which I set up for myself today, and unfortunately someone rated up very quickly, so I don't have enough time to reduce the fuel, so that's a bit annoying. But I did have time to finish my strategy, so it's going to be softs for a couple of laps, probably lap 4 or 5, and then 2 hard stints. I qualified P6 in the grid, but did one-shot qualifying because I'd restarted, so that's a fairly good position qualifying. So lights are out now, and away we go, and we actually get a pretty decent start. Jumping KMP4 into 5th place, as a Haas going off behind me. It's going toward turn 1, not more, I'm taking nice and cautious, but no! What have we done? I think I might have had a brain failure going through turn 1 there. We've completely smashed off the McLaren of KMP4. We're now to 4th place as Warden had his own incident with Zonky on the inside of the first corner, and he's dropped back a little bit. McLaren there just been collected, as we're going to see on board of KMP4. This is probably the dirtiest manoeuvre I've done in a very long time in a league race, and I don't know what I was thinking looking back at it. Now he has Master Berserk on the outside, and he gets sandwiched between himself and the Force India, and it's very unfortunate. I don't think Master Berserk got any damage from that. I'm not quite sure, so he must have got, well, he must have been quite lucky from that, really. Whereas me, pretty much really bad driving, and I'm very lucky there that Jason didn't actually want to investigate it. That would have cost me definitely towards the end of the race, as you see towards the end, I'm sure. But anyway, ex-Fitcher there, got forced that wide, but I think Greek Master 99, one of the two in front of me anyway, as he's lost quite a few positions, now into 3rd place. So, it might have been a very dirty start to this Grand Prix, but we've had a very good one in terms of positions. We're into 3rd place now, behind the two leaders, Hyper Bro and Greek Master 99. As we make a bit of an error though, we make a very big error, and I don't know why it's giving us a warning for exceeding track limits when we're obviously going wide. We're not gaining any advantage at all from making that colossal mistake there. We lost 2 free positions, we lost the back end and the braking, which is easy to do, going through that small kink before the hairpin. Very easy to lose the back end, and then as soon as you apply the brakes, just go completely off into the grass there. I didn't do any practice for this race, so I was very rusty, apart from like 1 or 2 laps on time trial, and that does cost me for the rest of the race. But anyway, lap 6 now, sorry, not lap 6, we're in P6, lap 4 now, we've got a safety car, which is coming out, I'm not quite sure why, someone joined, some random guy, but now we're going to the pit lane, just about hitting the marks there, by the safety car speed limit line, and now we're going to go onto a set of hard tyres. It's actually perfect for us really, this timing of the safety car, as we would have to pit in probably 1 or 2 laps anyway. So it's perfect. I mean, actually hold up a teammate there, Formula Fish. Well, karma for him doing it, the same thing to me several times during the season. So at least he knows our fault. And now come back on the track in P8, just about ahead of All-Round Cricketer, who's already, I think already made the switch to the hard tyres, or it might have actually started, I'm not quite sure. But P8, not too bad. I think there's a few guys ahead who started on the mediums or the hard who haven't pitted yet, including XL Shadows, I think, who hasn't pitted yet, and he's right behind Greek Master 99. But unfortunately, he's made a bit of an error into the safety car and lost his front wing on the back of Greek Master 99 there. I think Greek Master there, I think goes into AI. Maybe he went, I don't know, hit the pause menu or something, and the AI just braked suddenly going through 130R. Bit unfortunate for XL Shadows though. He's looking very strong, up in 7th place, and he actually goes in the pit lane and then that lap to change the front wing. Now we claim that we get the first victim of our race here, and this is going to be iVixer, who he's a victim of lag. I mean, what the fuck was that? And the smallest, the daintiest collision with the wall, and he gets fucking terminal damage. Are you serious, game? I feel incredibly sorry for Vixer for that. He's a championship contender, and he just got wiped out by lag into a wall at literally 2 miles an hour. And that was some colossal straight line speed there from All-Round Cricketer. He was about half a second behind me, at least, going down the pit straight. And I literally felt like Alonso with his GP2 engine going down there. I think he told me after the race he ran like 10-4 wings, and whereas I ran like really quite high downforce, and that's how he's able to get such good purchase down the straight. And now we got Warden 99, who's on the soft tyres, so he's going to be much quicker than me as he tried to make a dive bomb maneuver, going through the final chicane. We get a little bit of wheel spin on the start of the pit straight there, and that's Warden 99 is probably going to make an easy maneuver. I think DRS is now deployed, whereas it wasn't when Warren Cricketer overtook me, but I think it is now, and he gets the position ahead of me quite cleanly, really, as a fairly simple maneuver for Warden. And now we're going on to halfway through the sub. That's on board of DJ, who's watching on board X-Fitcho, who's locking up both front tyres, but making the move on myself, in fact, down into the hairpin. We're now going side by side through this long sweeping curve, sort of in the middle of the track, and I'm being forced a little bit to the inside. I think we actually touched the grass there, and we sort of back out the manoeuvre, as he's now going to switch back on board with myself, as we were massively wide. I think I sort of mucked to my braking point there. I'm not quite sure, but it did lose position to actually only X-Fitcho, really. DJ, I believe, was also a victim of a sort of lag collision. There's a lot of them during this race, as I'm sure you'll see soon. But I forgot to actually record the clip of that, so sorry, Penske. He'll probably have a video of it soon, so go check that out. But anyway, we're on board with Warden 99, who's trying to make a move on Conrad Straight. They're both going to the pit lane. Ghost on the track, and that's X-Fitcho sent through the air. I go through, just lucky the cars had ghosted, as Warden and Conrad there sort of just go about their business as they did. But Conrad there is going into the pit lane. Warden just tapped the back of him, spin him round. And this is on board of Quicksilver. We're going to have my vantage point in a second, as he just goes through the ghost cars as normal, sets a purple lap time, but has to return the position back to them. It makes absolutely no sense, game. They were travelling at 2 miles an hour. I think he'd actually get a penalty from that, which I'm pretty sure is removed. So anyway, this is on board myself, just behind X-Fitcho and the two guys ahead. They both go into the pit wall, and that's Fitcho just sent into the air. Colossal crash. Of course, he's retired from that collision. Very unfortunate for himself. Complete innocent bystander. I mean, at this point, he was completely raging in his headphones as me, and that actually distracts me as we're going through the first corner now. We miss our braking point, and we run wide, and we get another warning for exceeding track limits. I mean, we didn't get any advantage whatsoever. We lose position to my teammate, who was very opportunistic there, as we're driving pretty badly, as we have to contend with X-Fitcho in the headphones, just raging his head off. Don't blame him, though, to be fair, because that was a colossal amount of bullshit from the game. As we're going through the first sector behind my teammate now, there's a yellow flag ahead, not quite sure why that's there. There's a Sauber there who's gone wide, going very slowly in front of Formula Fish. We had to sort of swerve. Now he's lagged in front of me. X-Silver's overtaking me while this has all happened. Very opportunistic move. I mean, what the fuck was that lag? Bobby Zonky Bro just sort of, it looked like he collected my teammate on my screen, then he just lagged in front of me on the exit of Degner 1. Caused him to completely back out it and brake. X-Silver, on the other hand, I mean, there's no Sauber on his screen. They were just appears. And that's a very opportunistic move if I've never seen it by Quicksilver there. I mean, what the hell was that lag? This game has literally been just, well, this race has just been literally riddled with lag and bullshit. As now we've got Conrad Straight diving down my inside, going for the final chicane. He leaves him no room, gives me a time penalty, and then he just goes to the pit lane. So Conrad, what the fuck was that? What was the point? You leave me no room there, dive bomb maneuver, and then he goes straight to the pit lane. Why not just wait behind? You just lost me 2 positions as Zonky goes through, Warden goes through, Beard goes wide, and then we got another safety car. This race has just been mad so far. We've got another safety car, the second one of this race. We just about sneak ahead of Warden. That was perfectly timed for me to get the position ahead of him there. As we're going into the pit lane for a second set of hard tyres, as we're still trying to do the 2-soft strategy to the end. I mean, really, we could have kept going on the hards for a couple more laps, but really, we're taking advantage of the safety car, neutralising the field, and I believe we're going to be coming on the track in P10. We've got Warden behind us, X-Silver ahead, who's very opportunistic there, overtaking me during that second stint. As we're in P10, so still in the points, even though we're doing a pit stop. There's a few guys ahead who once again haven't pitted. As now we're going for the safety car coming in this lap. We've got Silver ahead, we've got Warden 99 behind, and we'll make a massive error going for the final corner, get a sort of tank slapper, and that's Warden going through. Silver had a drive-through penalty, so he went to the pit lane. KMP4's Ghost car has gone through as well, so is my pet Zonky Bro. So all happening, even though I made a massive mistake. Zonky there, going very slow on the apex of that corner. We had to lock up the front just to avoid closure on the back of him. And so don't want any front wing damage at this stage of the race, so we're not trying to do any more pit stops from now on. So we're following Sauber through the first sector. There's a yellow flag just ahead, as that's a Nana in the wall. That's ex-Harley, as he had a collision with my teammate, Formula Fish. Unfortunately, I forgot to show that clip as well. But that was, I think, a side pod glitch between those two as they're battling for the lead. My bet Zonky Bro now has gone into the pit lane for a drive-through penalty of his own, and now we're going to P5 now. Actually, really good position. It was a personal best for the race. So it's going good so far, really. During the stint, I mean, what we're going to do is preserve the tyre wear, preserve the tyres, and we're going to get P5 in the bag. Make that P4, really, as you'll see what happens next. As it's lap 19, going fairly nicely ahead. We've got a bit of a gap to the guys ahead, but massive gap to Master Berserk behind. And now we've got a battle for the lead between Aura Cricketer and Jordan Gibbs. And that's a fucking lag collision if I've never seen it. Poor Jordan Gibbs there. I mean, that was unjustified there. Very unfortunate. The Red Bull just literally lagged back into it. That's the worst kind of crash. And that's the worst kind of look as we actually catch up easily to the back of the wingless Mercedes. Is very unfortunate for Jordan Gibbs. He's on for a good result during that race. I believe he still gets some points at the end. But now coming on to the penultimate lap of the race, we have a problem, guys. Look at our tyre wear as we massively lock up into the final chicane. It's at 83%. We had a good gap to Master Berserk behind, but we've had to ease off for the past couple of laps as our tyre wear has been severe. The tyres are screaming for us to come into the pit lane to change them, but we're not going to. It's the final lap of the race. It'll cost us at least like 15-20 seconds to come into the pits. Loses 4th position, which is equal my best finish so far in this league. As we want to try and park the burst. Master Berserk also has really bad tyre wear behind it. We've now got Quicksilver's caught up to the back of the Force India. Is going to make a really good move up the inside during the S. Is very opportunistic once again from Quicksilver. Going to another replay from Master Berserk, very clean as well. Master Berserk wasn't forced off the track or anything, so a good move from the Williams driver there. As we go through the two Degnos, we've got the Williams right behind me. I'm pretty sure he pitted at the same time as me. Maybe it's just a better tyre wear or something, but I know tyre wear for me is personally much worse than a lot of people in this league. I think Master Berserk, looking at his tyres on the previous clip, was sort of around the same as me. So really we're just trying to nurse it to the end without getting a puncture. Surely by now the tyres are around 90%. So that is literally puncture points. One more lap and we would easily get punctured. But look ahead. We've got a car going very slowly ahead as a lap car, but that's Greek Master 99 who's got a puncture on the final lap, halfway through the final lap. We're now into 3rd position. We're just going to park the bus through the final chicane as we've got Silver looking very threatening behind. This isn't over yet. A battle for the podium going through the final chicane here. We're defending to the inside, forcing him to go around the outside. Looks like he has done very well, and he's got a great move on us, but he's parked at the apex. What's he doing? He's going really slowly. As we're going to get up the inside, going towards the line. We've got 3rd place in the bag, in the league race. What the fuck was that ending? Master Berserk on my screen overtook Silver as well. So we see the limping Greek there, who actually didn't have the most severe tyre wear at all. He was only about 75%, he got a puncture, so very unfortunate run. Really, I should have been one with the puncture at 90% tyres. But we're going to have a replay of the ending of that race from 3 different vantage points. This is on board with myself and Silver as we're going through 130R. We pass the punctured Mercedes as he makes a great move around the outside of the chicane, to be fair. I had to leave him the space. And on his screen, he just wins it. But this is Master Berserk's screen on the top of the screen right now. Silver also parked, but then I forced the Force India into the wall when that didn't happen on my screen. What is going on with this game? 3 different vantage points of 3 different cars occupying pretty much the same length of track. 3 different finishes on 3 different people's screens. What? I mean, who actually gets the podium then out of myself and Quicksilver? I mean, obviously, this is the results table. I got that penalty, so I actually dropped back to 5th place, even though I'm sure that'll be removed thanks to Conrad there forcing me off of the chicane. So who, and same Quicksilver with his penalty, actually didn't come up on the results table, which is a bit weird. Master Silk also got a penalty, as not quite sure what that was for. So Zonky actually finished ahead of him, unfortunate. I think he was just behind us. But who gets a podium then out of myself next to Quicksilver? That is actually bizarre. That was a surreal end to the race. Alright, Cricketer wins it, so good job on him. Warden 99 comes in 2nd. Greek Master 99 limps home in 7th place. Very unfortunate for him with that puncture halfway through the last lap. So that's a very bizarre race. If I'm honest, I'm not sure if I fully deserve that podium, as I was driving pretty awfully during that race. But it's a podium nonetheless, and it's the first one ever in a league race. Would you believe it? I suppose it's a good milestone. So it's a good way to end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys for my next video, whatever that may be. So I'll see you guys then. Bombs out.